Woo! What's going on, guys? Holmes Forum coming at you today with another video. Today's video, we're still talking about the NFL draft, what the Detroit Lions did on days 1, 2, and 3. We are on the, I believe we're on the fourth pick right now. The Lions drafted in the fourth round running back safety SIONE VAKI from the Utah Utes in the fourth round. 132 overall, 22 years old, 5'11", 210 pounds. They traded with the Philadelphia Eagles. Holmes did. He traded away picks 164, 201, and a 225 fourth rounder, and got back a 210 in the sixth round of this year. And they used that. We'll get over that. We'll talk about that a little bit later on. But we're going to talk about SIONE VAKI, the versatile player that plays running back and safety. Holmes trades up again, man, and acquires a versatile player that plays both sides of the ball. His college stats: 2 years at Utah, running back and some defense. 42 carries. You know, I think he only ran the ball this year at 2023, well, last year, 2023. 42 carries at 317 yards at a 7.5 yards per carry, 2 touchdowns. 11 catches, 203 yards, 18.5 yards per reception, and 3 tutties right there. Give him an overall of 5 touchdowns. Now defense, he had 90 tackles, 6 pass deflections, 2 sacks, 1 pick, 12 tackles for loss, and a forced fumble. He's a guy that usually that played normally at safety, had to come in to play some running back. I think it was either due to injuries. I'm not really too sure the whole reasoning behind it, but he filled in nicely at the running back position. Like I said, not a draft profile, not a draft analysis of this kid, but he's a do-it-all type of player. Plays on all three phases of the game: offense, defense, and especially special teams, because he has a lot of punt returns and kick returns experience to his name. Not the fastest guy. I ran like a 4.6 at the combine. Didn't have a great combine, but had a really good interview with Brad Holmes and Dan Campbell. It was another guy that they just couldn't get their minds off of, and they had to go trade up for. He was more of an in-the-box type of safety at Utah. Not too great in coverage, big hitter. You know what I mean? It's not necessarily the greatest thing anymore when you're a big hitter, because now it's frowned upon. And you get flagged for it. So, but he's more of an in-the-box type of safety. And right now, apparently, the Lions really like him at running back. That's what Brad Holmes said during his little mini presser when he was talking about his draft picks. And when he came in for his visit, you get those 30 player visits. SIONE VAKI was one of them, and he met with Ben Johnson, our OC, and our running backs coach, Scotty Montgomery. So, don't know if he met with Aaron Glenn, don't know if he met with any DB coach or anything like that, but I know Brad Holmes did say that they did really like the way he ran the football, and they kind of view him as a running back right now, but he has that safety behind him, and you know it's good. It's good experience to have, you know, just in case in a pinch. So who knows what happens? But you know, he's coming in to a tough running back room, to a tough any type room. NFL as a, you know, an NFL rookie as a kid is really tough, anyways. But he's coming into Gibbs and Monty. He's not unseating anybody right there. You know, Craig Reynolds, Zonovan Knight, Jamar Jefferson, Jake Funk that we just brought in too as well. Brought back Knight as well too. It's a tougher running back room. We have a really good running game. So he brings experience. You know, he can talk. He can attack both sides of the ball, from the offensive side to defensive side. You like that about him? No. And then with the safety room, if he's going to go in there, I'm sure he's going to go back and forth a little bit. I don't know how much they're going to put on his plate as a rookie, but he goes in there too. You know, you got Iffy and Joseph so far as the projected starters. And they got Brandon Joseph as a UDFA that's been here for a bit. Brian Branch, if you want to throw him in there too. He's got some safety experience as well. More of our nickel cornerback though. So it's going to be really tough for this kid to crack a lineup. He's a special teamer off the back, right off the hop. So, you know, and he was also a finalist for the Horning Award. That's college football's most versatile player. He actually didn't win it. I'm not sure who won it, but he was a finalist. But it's going to be tough for this kid to crack the lineup. You know what I mean? So I see him as a really good special teamer. That's where he thinks he's going to leave his mark. That's where he pretty much left his mark at Utah too as well. Did everything at Utah. He was an all utility guy, all versatile, and it's the type of guy that they just love. They love these type of guys. Brad Holmes and Dan Campbell, just football guys, and that's what they are, and that's what he is. And he's going to have a tough time. He's a rookie. He's a project. He's raw. Where's he going to play? They like him at running back. He's only played really 1 year at the college level as a running back, and with only 42 something carries. So it's not like this guy's got a ton of experience. But I see him as a really special teams core type guy. We'll see what they can do with them. There's some trick plays. You know, it's going to take some work. Going to take some work. You know, the two fourth-round picks, the two fourth-round picks that they did with the Giovanni Manu and now the SIONE VAKI, you know, it was kind of a head scratchers, if you want to call it that. But these guys know a lot more than us. I've said it 1,000 times. We want players, you know, and they want players. They do way more scouting. They do way more in-depth interviews, in-depth scouting. You know, we always want this guy and that guy. That's just the way it is, right? But these guys know players in and out. So I trust Brad Holmes. I'm not going to say that it's not a little bit of a head scratcher for this pick. But then again, like I said, they know more. They know more. But this was a guy that has got a lot of experience on both sides of the ball. Not a ton of experience, more experience as a safety, but they love him as a running back. So who really knows, right? So, but you know, they know what they're doing. Let's see what they have in store for a guy like VAKI. You know, he's in tough, man. But I think special teams is his calling right now. Special teams will be his calling, and it's good that he have that running back and that safety kind of position right behind him to kind of fall back on if anything else happens. You know what I mean? So that's it, guys. That's a quick one. 7 minutes and change. I really appreciate you guys coming in, watching the video. We're talking about our NFL draftees. Got a couple more to do. Probably get that done either later on today, tomorrow. I'm not too sure. But VAKI in the building, Utah Ute rookie. Let's go. Thanks, guys, for coming in and checking out the vids, man. Checking out the vids, man. I appreciate it a lot. So don't forget to hit this. The button down there, the subscribe button, that little YouTube button. Don't forget to hit that for me. Don't forget to hit the top button, that little ring-a-ding-ding bell, and get all my vids. And don't forget to like, comment, share this out. Really appreciate it, guys. Trying to get some stuff done. One pride, Detroit versus everybody. Let's go. Bang, Lions.